Are you someone who starts off with something with great excitement, enthusiasm, and then after a while lose the interest? Does it happen with you? You lose that momentum that you started with? Then this video is going to be very, very helpful for you because I'm going to give you a 1 week challenge to build up that momentum that you really, really need to get to where you want to be. And if you're ready for it, join in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, hit the bell button so that we are regularly connected. Well, my name is Neha Bhatia, and I'll be sharing with you some methods and steps to build that momentum, to maintain that momentum that you need to be where you want to be. Now, hear me out. You start off with a journey, okay? Let's say you have to go from, if you're an Indian or if you're in India, you want to go from Delhi to Ladakh, okay? And you stop at in every few minutes or every hour. Are you going to really enjoy the journey? And if people are with you, are they going to enjoy with you? No. Yes, sometimes you want to stop in between, either to take a break or to enjoy the view or to just, let go, release, and just have a good time with yourself. Maybe 3, 4, 5 breaks in between. But after every hour, you're going to take a break. You're going to lose that momentum. You're going to lose that energy. It's good to, of course, enjoy that journey and not be too much focused about the destination. But if you're going to take break after every few minutes, every few hours, your energy is going to drain even more. You're not going to enjoy and you're not going to reach on time. So let's understand as to how to build the momentum and what all we need to know and what is impacting our momentum. Okay. So number one, that's very, very important for you to know is that you need to remove all the possibilities of any kind of distractions, any kind of obstacles that can come on the way. Now you can say, Neha, how is it possible? How would I know what kind of obstacles that can come on the way? Some of it you already know. Some of it is in your environment. Now you would also say, Neha, you know what? One of the biggest energy drainer is my family member. How can I remove him from my life? So of course you don't have to do that, but at least you have to be aware and be more silent and not be reactive and just respond in situations. Make sure that this week, if you're going to just follow this momentum, make sure that you're going to keep your energy up. You're not going to let go of that energy that you're starting off with. Okay, number one. So we have a lot of energy drainers, and these are our distractions as well. So please understand this. When you just be aware of the energy drainers, automatically you know that this is something that I don't want. And there are multiple kinds of energy drainers. It could be in the environment, it could be our own thought process. And let me tell you something that we have learned, the law of momentum, and it's we have learned in physics. I hope you would remember that. Whatever starts with motion, whatever object is in motion, it stays in motion, right? It stays in motion. So if you can keep yourself in that motion, in that movement, every time, of course, except when you go to bed, you know, you're going to see some magical results. Now, please understand the meaning of momentum. I'm going to go a little bit more deeper into it. Momentum, there is a word moment in it. What is it that you're doing every single moment is going to lead you where you want to be? Or what is it that you're doing in between these moments, and it's taking you back? It's only the momentum that either takes you forward or it's a lack of momentum that can just pull you back. So if you are somebody who wants to build that momentum, you have to remove these energy drainers out of your environment, number one, out of your system as well. Whatever best you could do. You don't have to force yourself, but just be aware of the energy drainers. You very well know. You know it. What is it that drains your energy? Okay. The second, which is an energy drainer as well, it's an energizer as well, but you need to just be aware of that. The second step, and that is be aware of the food that you're consuming. See, whenever we have taken up a project or whenever we want to move forward in our life, it's very important to understand there are different kinds of energy drainers or different kinds of energizers, right? But one of the very important that we can't skip any time. We can skip people. We can get rid of some people in our life. We can get rid of certain things in our life. But what we can't get rid of and what we usually can't leave is food, right? We have to consume few food no matter what. We cannot live on water unless you're doing some kind of fasting, right? We have to eat food no matter what. But what kind of food you're eating? So there are three kinds of food that definitely impacts your thought process, your emotions, and ultimately your energy. Okay. Number one kind of food is the lowest one is a tamasic food. Now, tamasic food is something which lowers your energy, and you very well know what kind of food is lowering your energy and also the quantity of food, right? So, whatever is lowering your energy, you should just skip that or you leave that for a little while, okay? And of course, there are different kinds of food here. I'll just quickly share with you. Probably you would know about it, of course, a lot of meat, is also tamasic. uh, all these spicy foods that we eat, right? A lot of foods, it just makes us low. Sweeteners, all the sweeteners, we may think that, "Oh, you know what, it gives me a good feeling." But ultimately, it lowers your energy. Boom, immediately. You will not even get to know, and you'll be like, "I'm feeling so drowsy. I just want to go off to sleep. I just want to rest." Automatically, you will have in your image your bed that you want to go and sleep on. Okay. And of course, coffee, as much as we can say that coffee just rises up our energy, or we get that instant energy, but coffee, tea, all these are not, it's not really good for our body, and more than body, it's not good for the energy. So to build that momentum, you need to just reduce that just this week. Later on you can do it, but just see how you feel when you skip these kind of food. Or maybe, let's say, second kind of food is rajsik. Now rajsik is something that gives you that uh, over energy in you. You feel a little bit more restless, right? And when you're feeling a little bit more restless, then also you end up doing some wrong things as well, right? So a lot of Rajasic food is something like which gives us a lot of fire in us, which is not bad, which is good. But if you do it overly, it's not good, right? Because ultimately the best kind of food is the sattvic food, which rises our sattva. I cannot talk much about the food in this video. Maybe we'll make another video on food, and then you can have a look at that. I got this knowledge around 15 years ago when I started my journey of meditation. Yes, there have been times when even I have been kind of attached to certain kind of food, but it's not about the food, it's about our senses. We know that, what, if I eat this food, I'm going to get this kind of experience because we got this experience back then as well. And you know what happens? It affects our energy. Every kind of food that we eat, it affects our energy. Now it is right now, I'll tell you, it is around 12 o'clock in the night. Okay, it's 12:08, and you can still see this energy. It's because I maintain really good food habits most of the times. I do have distractions as well, but most of the times I maintain good habits. And I've noticed that whenever I'm eating very well and in balance, my energy, my momentum is super good, super good. I've already done around 8 videos just before this video. So you can imagine that and the kind of energy. And then I've had around 3 sessions since morning. So there is a lot happening. And why this, how to build this energy, and I'm not talking about just having over energy. You need to keep in balance, and the only way to keep in balance would be eating sattvic food. We very well know what is sattvic food as well, something that balances our energy. All the nuts, seeds, fruits, right? Anything that's not too much of uh, sugar, or not too much of salt. Too much of salt also can create a lot of energy in you. Do you know that? So please know that anything that is balancing your energy, just eat that in the right proportion, of course. So make sure that this week just have a proper healthy diet. Now see, understand that there would be a huge chance that you might lose it in between. Why you would lose it in between? Because you're attached to either the triggers or to the result of eating that particular kind of food. Okay, so be aware of your triggers and be aware of your experiences that you get after eating a certain food. And automatically what will happen is you will not be able, you will not want to eat that kind of food. You'll be like, you know what, okay, forget it. Once, twice, thrice, right? Because I'll tell you something very interesting here before we even move forward. Let's suppose, you say that, you know what, I'm going to eat once in a while. You can eat it, but what is happening is that whatever experience you have already given to your body, to your mind with that certain kind of food, and 3 days later you even give one little, just this much sugar again, for example, the experience will again become stronger. Does that make sense? If it makes sense, write down in the comment box. It freaking makes sense. What is happening is, because we have heard about cheat meals, right? What is cheat meal? You're cheating your own self. You're cheating your own freaking self. You know, when you leave something, you just leave something. So what happens is that if you eat in between, for example, you are again giving the body and the mind the same experience. Now, I do understand that in a world like this, it is a little bit challenging, of course, but try out this week. Once, twice, thrice, automatically it will become a habit, okay? So try out more sattvic food this week, okay? The third thing, which of course I would love you to do is, and I have done it many, many times, it's pretty secret, private, but do it. Write a letter to your future self this week, twice at least, if you can do that. Especially if you kind of get caught up in your head, in your thoughts, in your negative thoughts, just write a letter to your future self. When you're going to meet your future self, how do you want to feel? What all you should have in your hand, right? What kind of goals you should have achieved. So please understand that your future self is not 10 years later, not 5 years later. It could be just tomorrow as well, right? So write a letter to your future self, and you'll just write it with excitement that this is how I'm going to meet you with all this in my hand, and we both are going to celebrate it together. This future self is nobody but only you. But do you want your future self to be same depressed, in stuck, or in that confused moment, confused feeling? No, right? Like 3 years, 3 days later, you meet your future self, and that future self is the same how you were just 3 days before. No, right? How do you want you to meet your future self? I know it kind of can sound a bit confusing, but just know, how do you want to feel when you meet your future self? 3 days down the line, 1 week down the line, when you look at yourself in the mirror, how do you want to feel? And when you look at her or him, and you'll be like, wow, I feel amazing today. This is how you want to feel. Write in depth, write in detail, write 2 letters at least this week, okay? The fourth thing that I want you to do is just be aware that if something is not working, don't give up on that. A lot of times what happens is that we give up on something that we're doing already. The momentum takes a little bit of time to build up, right? It's that energy. And please know that when you're creating something, some things won't work, and it's absolutely okay. So change your approach, but don't change your main goal, okay? Whatever you're working on this week or next month. So please make sure that, just be aware of that don't lose hope on your own self, on your goals, or on whatever you have to achieve this. See, whenever I talk a lot about goals, it doesn't mean that I'm being too possessive or I'm being too too crazy about going forward. Of course, you have to be crazy, there's no doubt about it. But it's more about just being committed towards it, right? Being committed to one thing. It's like, you know what, I say to the universe, I want this, I want A. And then after 2 hours, I'm saying, no, I want B. You're going to confuse the universe, right? And when I say universe, I'm not saying some kind of, some god over there, or some imaginary power over there. Of course, it's all there. I don't want to talk about that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it's just the resources that you're going to get. It can take a little bit of a time. Our thoughts also shouldn't be too fast. If you don't want things to happen for you immediately as well. For example, I just imagine, let's say, uh, I just imagine a leopard, and all of a sudden I see a leopard around me. Something like this you must have seen in the movie Secret as well. There has to be a gap, or there has to be a little bit of a delay of your thoughts, and it's absolutely okay. It gives you a little bit of time to think and change it as well. So please understand what I'm saying here. Don't change your goal. You may change your approach. If something is not working in this 1 week, okay, just try it for 1 week. Try this challenge for 1 week, okay? And the last, which is of course my super, super favorite, and I love to work on it almost every single day, and I've been working on it for almost 15 years. Be aware of your fears. Fear is the biggest killer of your goals and of your life. biggest killer. As much as it is good to have a little bit of fear, because it makes you be aware as well. But most of the times people are not living their dreams, they're living their fears, and they live it continuously. They live in that world continuously. So just be aware of it and don't remove your big fears. Small little things that you can do that can make you come out of your comfort zone, just do that. Something, anything that you think that can, for example, if you do yoga for 20 minutes, do it for 25 minutes. Whatever you're doing in your life, do it a little bit longer. Stretch yourself a little. And when you will stretch yourself a little, these fears, these insecurities will automatically go. And you know what will happen? You will build more certainty. And when you're certain of what you want, automatically you will not be able to change the approach. You will not want to change the approach. The energy will be high. You will just be super focused. And all at the same time, your decisions, your actions, your small little habits will start to change. So please take this 1 week challenge and start to see that change in your energy, in your thought process, in your body, in the movement of your body, in the way you think, in the way you are perceiving things, in the way you're taking decisions, in the way you are transforming your own self, or you are changing your thoughts. You know what? Okay, I don't want this. If this is not working, let's do this, right? So just shift your energy a little. Momentum and energy is like brother, sister. If you have great energy, balanced energy, automatically that momentum will be maintained, right? For example, when I said to you in the very beginning that if you're starting a journey, if you'll stop in between again and again, number one, you're going to lose it. You're not going to enjoy it. It's going to be pretty frustrating for you and, of course, for the people around you. That's why a lot of people get criticisms from their own family members. Why? Because you are the one, you're the one maybe driving that car, or maybe you're the one you're on the journey, and they are along with you, and they are being impacted as well. Maybe not on the conscious level, but on the subconscious level. So please make sure that you follow these 5 things and see how your energy is being shifted. And don't just watch this video like a motivational video. I'm not a motivational speaker. Motivation means that you help people bring that motive out of them strongly, right? But I believe in maintaining that motive and following that motive every single day. And that happens with transformation. And when you can transform every single day, when you can take these kind of challenges, we also give these kind of challenges to our people in the community as well, to our trainees. If you want to know more about that, you can always join our 21 days NLP workshop or become an influencing communicator. Become an influencing communicator is a workshop for people who wants to become not just a communicator, but a great trainer, speaker, coach, healer. And it's a mind-blowing challenge that we do for 60 days. So please be a part of it if you can, or if you can just follow this challenge, do it for 1 week. And whenever you lose out in between, come back and watch this video once again. And if you think that this video helped you, please do share it with other people, because my intention and my motive is not just to give you a video or to increase my views or subscribers. My intention is to, you can see this energy right now, right this moment. And my intention is just to bring that real you out of you. And when that will come out, something massive, something powerful, some breakthroughs will happen. So with that, thank you so much. Do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. And please do write to us if you have any questions for us. We'll be happy to make a video. We don't like to make any video which is just too common. We want to work on the specific areas of your life. Please feel free to reach out to us so that we can help you more through these videos and through our workshops. Thank you so much, and enjoy this beautiful life and this wonderful challenge week of momentum. Thank you. Bye.